Hello everybody, I'm TychoCelchuuu. Welcome to a Men of War Assault Squad video. This is a 2v2 that I played so long ago that I can't remember what the hell happens. It's me and I can't remember who my ally is. Okay, so it's been so long since I made my last video, and it was so long since I made the video before that. What can I say? I am so busy, it's ridiculous. This is, we're Germans, I guess, and we're fighting on this canyon map. I'm not a huge fan of the canyon map because it's kind of like, it feels unnaturally compressed, right? You can't go to the right or to the left. There's a lot of maps in Men of War Assault Squad that I feel are like this. It's too narrow. You need room to maneuver on the sides. It's not realistic that you can't just like go to the side when you want to. And I don't like how it sort of funnels you into a choke point. If you watch the chat right now, by the way, I'm super drunk. If you watch the chat right now, I guess not super drunk, kind of drunk. If you watch the chat right now, my opponent, my ally, is saying, like, do a thing, go for the mid. He's got a strategy. So I'm like, whatever, I'm a mindless drone. I'll do whatever people tell me to do, so I'll go for the middle. You say go for the middle, whatever. And then save some for your circle. He's like, belatedly, oh, by the way, capture your circle also. Just do everything. It's like that Ramirez do everything thing for Call of Duty, right? You ever seen that? It's the picture of the guy yelling at you. Anyways, I guess you're not Ramirez in Call of Duty anymore. Black Ops 2. Wait, who do you play as? I haven't played Black Ops 2. I played Black Ops. That's a terrible game. I play the Call of Duty games, even though they're terrible, because, believe it or not, I play them partially for the story. I want to see how horrific the thing they think up is, and it's pretty horrific. Anyways, I'm in the middle. I don't know what the fuck just happened to my ally's armored car. I mean, I know what happened. It got AT grenaded because he drove it straight into infantry. Your plan sucks, I say. Good job, TychoCelchuuu of the past. You're right, this guy's plan does suck, because he's like, so his plan obviously was I would cap the middle, and then he would send an armored car in to maraud, and that would, you know, fuck up the enemy, all that stuff. Clearly that doesn't work if you just drive straight up to the enemy and get yourself exploded, so, my plan worked, he says, and to be perfectly honest, it kind of did, right? We've got the middle, and that's sort of important, because on this map, like, you're fighting over the middle, honestly, the left and the right are, like, just choke points of hell. Like, you don't want to attack your opponent on the right or on the left. So, the middle you end up fighting over a lot. My opponent's being really cheeky. See on the right, trying to crawl forward. Luckily, I caught him in time. He's got his sandbag set up, but I guess he's not getting enough fire downrange to take me out here. So that's, I think, a mistake on his part. Obviously, he had no way of knowing, he or she had no way of knowing I was going to come up on this point so belatedly, so they were probably trying to be more defensive and just play normally. But once you realize your opponent's not capping the point opposite you, probably you want to set up and maybe try and keep them from taking it, or even take it yourself or something instead of sending people forward. Now we finally see the opponent's machine gunner opening up. That guy on the left, looking from my perspective, or from the right, looking from my opponent's perspective, that's the machine gunner. That's the one you want set up, at least in the middle, not in the middle of the map, I mean, but in the middle of, like, the sandbags. He had positioned his machine gunner sort of on the left of his sandbags, which meant he kind of wasn't firing at me, it seemed like, when my people on the right were only opening up. So now we have an AA gun set up overlooking the middle. It kind of doesn't matter because we already capped the middle. And I have to grudgingly admit that my ally's plan, in a sense, did work. I don't think sending the armored car in to, like, die immediately was actually a good idea, but whatever. My ally pinging the middle. Hold this. Okay, yeah, I'll just do that by myself while I hold the right. Don't mind me. I'll just do everything. You can hang on to the left if you want. I'm not going to say anything. That's your business. Buddy, I'm coming to help. Okay, so Ballin 13, not a bad dude. Who's my opponent playing as? The Germans. Am I playing as the Germans? No, my opponent can't be the German. The opponent's the Americans. That's who gets the Maxim or whatever, 50 cal machine guns. What am I talking about? Yeah, Stewart killing me, Garand killing me. Definitely my opponent is the Americans and trying to cap the middle, so I throw a grenade. Did that work? Did it work? No, it didn't. We just traded grenades. But this is the important thing. I'm scavenging grenades from one of my dead people, and that will be what I need. How did I get these sandbags set up? That was pretty sweet. These sandbags are going to be really helpful, I think, holding the middle. But obviously not helpful enough to actually have the middle. Oh no, my guy, he's busy taking stuff. Fire! Fire with your gun! Fire with your gun, little man! Whoa, he did it. Haha. So that's the advantage of making a video out of this thing I recorded like 10 years ago. I have no idea what's going to happen. I don't even know if we win or not. So looks like I'm going to be able to hold on to the middle, so that's pretty sweet. Never underestimate the power of one person. If you ever watch the developers play this game, you search like Digital Mindsoft on YouTube or something, maybe DMS Instinct. Instinct is the developer who's like the community guy. He always plays the game and stuff for Men of War. He's got some gameplay videos, and he really likes using, oh, he's dead. He really likes using individual infantry like to their fullest potential, cooking grenades and direct control and all that shit. So, and it's effective, right? You never underestimate the power of a man. I feel like Assault Squad, compared to the original Man of War, one person is a lot less powerful. Like in the original Man of War, you could be like a ninja with a guy and just do all sorts of things. But in Assault Squad, there's a few things that are changed, right? The view distances and the view cones generally seem to be more liberal. Like you can see more stuff with your units, so it's harder to sneak up on people. Potentially it's harder to hide in bushes and stuff. I'm not sure if that's the truth or not, but it's easier to see people coming, and so one infantry person is less likely to sneak behind the lines. Also, infantry combat is like faster and more lethal, I feel like. The guns just, you know, they tend to have more punch and stuff. So I feel like it's not like you can just be a super ninja like you could in the original Men of War and just be like, oh, I'm going to take one person and kill like 800 people. But you can still be super powerful, especially with direct control with infantry, cooking grenades and stuff. And that's really one of the amazing things about the Men of War series. Look, my opponent, or my ally, bought a tank too. I bought a Panzer III. My ally bought a Panzer IV with a stubby little gun on the top. I don't really know. How powerful is that stubby little gun versus the Panzer III gun? It's a mystery. I like the Panzer III because it's cheaper, right? So if you're just using it to kill infantry, obviously either gun is going to kill infantry if they hit. And both of them have machine guns and stuff, and both of them are tanks, so they're tough to kill. So that's the way I think about it. But if you go up against a tank, I don't know. Who's better, Panzer III or the Panzer IV? I would know if I were in game and I were comparing them, but I don't know. So something fucked up that Sherman, I feel like. I thought I just saw an explosion. No, my ally is shelling it with his little infantry, anti-infantry Panzer IV, but it's not doing anything. Predictably, my Panzer III gets itself killed, doesn't really have the penetration power, and lost a track real soon. So that was an unfortunate fight for me. Good job for my opponent buying a Sherman. Sherman is this pretty sweet tank. It's about as heavy as you're going to get on the Americans before you start buying a crazy expensive tank. I feel like he bought a Stuart at some point too, but I don't know what's going on. We're still sort of holding on to the middle. Actually, our opponents have more points. 7 points for them versus 5 points for us. So we need to get it in gear. That's a result of me not capping my thing on the right for a while. That gave them some points. And also me losing the point in the middle. I don't know if that gave them any points or not. I'm not picking enough. That machine gun's still alive. I hope my ally takes that out soon. That Maxim. I said Maxim earlier, M-A-X-I-M. That's incorrect. That's, I think, a thing the Russians get, right? So look at this. This guy named Mathaus Ross, this tank crewman, is crawling around. Is he going to do anything? I'm excited. He's got a machine gun. Where'd he get one of those? A submachine gun. I want to see him kill some people. Oh, he's dead. That's really unfortunate. He got shot by a Springfield. Kinda sucks how some of the American infantry get saddled with Springfields, right? Those suck compared to the Grands, but I guess they're about as equivalent to the Kar 98 and the Mosin Nagant and stuff. But, you know, that's, I guess, how it worked for the Americans. Nice grenade throw by me, by the way. Killed one of their conscripts. Wolfram Farbe will get a medal if it's a grenade throw. I can feel the whiskey I drank like 5 minutes ago. No, 8 minutes and 45 seconds ago starting to take effect. My mind is loosening. Soon I'll start talking about fucking ostriches or whatever I do when my inhibitions are lowered. Is that a Sherman up in the thing? Yeah, apparently I just killed the Panzer IV too that my ally had. If you were watching the kill messages, ha! Suck on that grenade! Wow, that actually, oh yeah, that worked. But I'm also being shelled, I guess? Maybe the Sherman is shooting at me? Stuff is exploding. God damn, stuff is exploding everywhere. That was a nice support by my ally here. One of these guys with an MP40 just saved me, except now I'm dead, so that's really unfortunate. And that guy is just outside of the capture radius, that enemy unit, so this could be worse for us, but I guess he's not even going to try because he assumes I've got infantry there. Meanwhile, stalemate over on the right. Iron Curtain sort of thing. So I'm like, I'll buy a mortar! That'll be a thing. Okay, your plan doesn't... Yes, I'm finally realizing it, because look, we own the middle. And that's really important on this map. You're not going to flank on the sides, so it's either meat grinder or focus on the middle. And that's what the opponent's doing, focusing on the middle, which honestly is pretty smart, and they just can't make it work because if you think about it, right, they could push in with the Sherman and basically kill us. But they don't know that. Number one, you never know what sort of AT your opponent... Okay, now they're taking the middle anyways, so whatever, we're fucked. But you never know what your opponent's got hanging in reserve, so they're reluctant to commit the Sherman because they don't want to lose it. Second, the next thing, maybe more importantly, this map is just kind of a weird one for attacking, right? You've got a hill in the middle, and then all around the hill you've got a moat, right? So going through the moat is making yourself really vulnerable to basically anybody, because it slopes upward on either side of the moat, like back where we spawn and back where the enemy spawns. You can just sort of sit there and shoot people down on your side of the moat. So moving into the moat is dangerous. You see the Sherman doing it right now in the middle. Oh, there's a crocodile. And this crocodile doing it in the middle is sort of safe because it's hiding behind the hill. But obviously if I had something on the hill, I could start sort of shooting down onto this crocodile. I don't, but if I did, that would happen. And when you go around to the sides of the moat and start getting to the enemy side of the moat, that's when things get really dangerous. So this map is just kind of a hard thing to assault on. The nice thing is that there's these rocks obviously in the middle, so those can be a staging area. I'm really surprised that my opponent's being so aggressive with this crocodile. I feel like if I had enough stuff in the middle I could flank it, come in and hit it with a AT grenade, but I can't because I don't. Stuff's just, I guess, you know, setting people on fire is pretty good defense. I just got myself owned by the... Oh no, that was my ally. Ha! Second ally, you're terrible. Okay, but maybe you're not because you just killed the enemy Sherman. I don't know. It just lost one Panzer IV, but he bought a Sherman for it. So it's not a perfect trade. The Sherman I think is cheaper than the Panzer IV, but it's, you know, it's a worse tank than the Panzer IV. But whatever. If you trade one tank for one tank, it's basically equal as long as they're, you know, main battle tanks, stuff like that. Yeah, I'm giving... What am I doing? Oh, I'm exchanging SMG ammo for grenades. The all-important grenade. And I'm capping the middle back, so hooray for me. We're at 13 points versus our opponent 7. My guy is moonwalking. Karstein Kunster is now dead, having been killed by the croc. I'm not sure how I was able to see him. I guess he was high enough on the hill that he was sticking upwards, and then the machine gun on the croc killed it. Now an M4A3E8. God damn, that's a lot of numbers. Did my voice just get louder? I moved towards the screen to try and read what was going on, to read the Sherman. Anyways, that killed a guy, Panzer IV. And so I bought this AT gun. When did I do that? I don't know. I wasn't paying attention. I'm drunk as fuck. So that AT gun is... Oh no, you're on fire! Ah, run, little man! That's really bad, because I wanted to hold on to the middle. Here's my AT gun firing. Unfortunately, my opponent is smart enough to start backing the croc the fuck up immediately. And that means I'm not going to be able to take it out. Hey, look. I need my mortar to start shelling stuff. That's the thing. I need to have better multitasking this game. I think my micro skills definitely need some work. I should be telling my mortar to shell. Looks like I'm choosing to move Leon Muller forward. He's basically a sacrificial lamb. I know he's not going to make it. His goal is just to find out how many people are there and where are they. Turns out they're behind the sandbags. Go figure, right? I guess you don't have to be a fucking, like, genius to know that. That was an excellent mortar shot, by the way. I think that's the first shell from the mortar, taking out 3 people, including the machine gunner. We need AT guns, a nice shot. Thank you, Professor Brainiac, World War II expert. I already have an AT gun. Fuck you. No, my opponent, or my ally's a nice guy. I'm sure. I'm sure he's a wonderful specimen of humanity. I think I might have drank too much whiskey. I have a bottle of whiskey and not a lot of people to share it with, so I'm trying to drink it all before it goes kind of off. So I'm drunk. It need to be here or here. Okay, fine. Tell me where I put the AT gun. Fine. Like I said, I just do whatever the fuck people tell me to. Oh shit! Oh shit! Oh shit! It's an M20. What the fuck are we gonna do? Get it the fuck out of there! Just shoot it with the... Turn the AT... Oh, he's running over the mortar. Jesus Christ! What's he doing? Shoot it with the... Oh, phew. That was close. So I lost a mortar. Honestly, a mortar for an M20 is not a horrible trade, especially because... It's going to take like 20 minutes before I trek over to the M20. But watch what happens when I get over to this M20. This is going to be the tip of the week. I guess my AT gun got decrewed by some fucking thing. Shooting at like a Sherman or whatever. Come on, push that thing. They have already. Thanks, buddy. That's what decrewed my AT gun. I know. Don't tell me. Don't tell me what to do. Don't act like you know things I don't know. I know things you don't know. Did you know that the carrot was originally not orange? It was all sorts of colors, but then the Duke of Orange was like, I'm going to a place, and the place was like, let's make all the carrots orange in honor of the Duke of Orange. And so they just bred a lot of carrots, like, you know, like genetic modification back before we could fuck with DNA directly. They just like crossbred a lot of orange carrots, or I don't know what the fuck they did. Anyways, then they made the carrots orange, and fast forward however many years, all the carrots are orange, except some that aren't, like you go to a farmer's market. But yeah, that's how carrots work. I'm sure you knew that. That's one of those facts that everybody knows, thanks to Wikipedia or whatever. But if you didn't know that, fucking carrots weren't always orange. You can still buy purple carrots, man. Purple fucking carrots, like a horse's dick or something. This crocodile is just annoying as hell. He's been using it really well. Just took out a Panzer IV Ausf H. I feel like at least twice in my life, maybe once in my life, people have told me in YouTube comments what Ausf stands for. It's like Ausführung. So I can't fucking remember that shit. Oh, am I finally going to get over to the M20 so I can tell you the tip of the... No, I'm going to repair it. Okay. You're just going to have to wait. If you haven't watched all my Men of War videos and you don't already know this tip, you're just going to have to wait till Tycho makes his way over to the M20 and opens up its inventory to find the Christmas present that's waiting inside. Christmas present or Halloween present, because as I record this, it's October 25th, 2 days after Dishonored Halloween and about 6 days till actual Halloween. And, so that's your Halloween present. I don't know what the fuck I'm saying. I'm drunk. These sandbags, it's kind of weird how sandbags have like two states in Men of War. There's like the partially disassembled state and the full state. I wonder if that matters. Like, obviously the partially disassembled state is easier to destroy. Ooh, if I kill this croc, that's be good. Damn it! My Pack 40 just got, oh, it's getting fucked up 6 ways to Sunday. AT gun, just go shot. Okay, I don't know why I'm telling him that. Now Tycho's being the idiot. Anyways, that croc should not just be hanging out there. My opponent should be more wily with his crocodile. Reposition the crocodile. The crocodile is one of nature's most repositioniest tanks. You need to keep it on the move so that your enemy isn't able to ambush it. Oh god, that is the worst Australian accent. Ugh. Also, I have a bunch of blankets on me because I'm always cold, but right now I'm warm. Go figure. It's the drunkenness doing here. So I'm actually doing a pretty good push, I feel like, on the right. Thanks to this tank my ally has set. Wow, that's impressive. Wait on my tank. So, thanks, buddy, for sending the thing. Let's take a moment to pause and contemplate what's going on here. So, our opponents have the middle. The crocodiles being a bigger help in terms of keeping it locked down. The issue is that we're having trouble taking on the crocodile because whenever I try and use an AT gun or something, I'm getting artilleried and shelled by the tanks they have overwatching the middle. So that's just good combined arms on the part of my opponents. It's a nice looking Sherman. I like the headlights. You should Google or YouTube "Don't Stop Me Now." I'm gonna see if obviously not just that. Let me type this into YouTube. Don't Stop Me Now, Men of War. No, it's Faces of War. Okay, but if you type in Men of War Don't Stop Me Now, it'll show up anyways on YouTube. Do that. That's a fucking awesome video. I want to play that right now, but I'm not sure if it's gonna get recorded and then fuck up my video and then whatever. Oh no, our opponent dropped. So that's okay. I guess that happened. I type a frowny face, so you can continue watching this video if you want to see what happens. I guess that's the end in terms of like fighting. If you notice just now, my ally has captured the middle point, and obviously that was all... No, I have captured the middle point. That's all me, motherfuckers. That's my infantryman there. And by captured, I mean make it neutral, but it's going to capture eventually, right? Hopefully? No, actually it's going the opponent's way. I don't know. Anyways, I was contesting that before the opponent dropped, so obviously that was not due to the opponent dropping. But now we're just versus Joshua Estray. So if I had to predict it, I'd say we're going to win. If we don't win, that would be bad. But I'm going to keep commentating because I think there's still interesting stuff we can learn, even though probably it's a foregone conclusion, right, when the AI is controlling. Anyways, that was some nice grenade usage from me versus the enemy human, by the way. That was not versus the enemy AI. So if you're like, Tycho, the only reason you got those grenades off is because you were fighting the artificial intelligence, which is too stupid to dodge a grenade. And number one, I don't know what kind of accent that is. It started off as like some sort of Californian surfer dude, but like it digressed into crazy nothing. Like, you must be as drunk as me to do that. Number two, that was the human, so I'm just so good that the human wasn't able to dodge me. Is this my tank or is this my ally's tank? No, this is my tank. I bought it during the lag, so I guess I'm trying to get it out of there. It's funny how it isn't running over that little man. I feel like he'd be dead. Trying to just get it behind this rock, though, because that's where it's safest. It's weird that I feel like I need to get my Panzer IV behind a rock to be safe from the Sherman. Shouldn't the Sherman feel like it needs to get behind a rock to be safe from the Panzer IV? Oh, look, there's the thing. I told you, there's a bazooka on the M20. Did you know that? I'm a fucking idiot, by the way, because oh, no, that's not my Panzer IV. That's my ally's. Suck it, ally. Yeah, there's a bazooka plus a bunch of bazooka rockets, which is important because the bazooka without the rockets is just a didgeridoo on the M20. And so that's a tip. If you ever buy an M20, really before you send it into enemy lines, I would grab the bazooka. What the fuck killed my track? Fuck you, Sherman. You're not even a superior... Okay, you actually are a superior tank. It's the 76W with a big fucking gun. But this is just really unfortunate. Like, you can penetrate a 76W. It's got good armor, but it's a Sherman. So good armor for a Sherman is, like, really not tremendous, except for a Jumbo Sherman. Jumbo as in Dumbo. I don't know why I said that. Dumbo's an elephant. Are you a fan of elephants? I'm a fan of elephants. Elephants are probably in my top 100 animals. Easily. Maybe not easily. I don't know. They're not very cute, except baby elephants are a little cute. Why are baby... Well, I know why baby things are cute, right? Because we're, like, evolutionarily, like, primed to think baby things are cute. Like, cats meowing. That's the thing that only kittens do in the wild. But, like, you domesticate cats, and then the domestic cats are, like, meowing all the time. Why? Well, some of them. Why? Because it's cute. It's a baby thing. But I don't know. How about small things? That's something I've always wondered about. Are small things, like, just cuter because they're smaller? Like, imagine an elephant in the palm of your hand. Hold out the palm of your hand right now, and just picture an elephant, like a tiny little elephant, like, sitting there, like, maybe asleep or whatever. I don't know if elephants sleep standing up or, like, curled up with their trunk around them. I think the latter would be cuter. Let's just... Yeah, I think I've seen an elephant, like, sitting down, lying down, like, asleep. So imagine a little elephant snoozing in the palm of your hand. That's fucking adorable, right? But it's just adorable because it's tiny? That's, like, weird shit. Like, if I got in a shrink ray, I'd just be cuter. I mean, it'd be tough to pick up chicks because chicks like tall people, but also I'd be cuter, so maybe it would balance out. I don't know. I'd be like... I don't know. So, here, by the way, bazooka from the M20. Guess who's coming to dinner? Boom! It hits the fucking hill, because this map has hills. My opponent isn't paying attention. Oh, now he is paying attention. Oh, now he isn't paying attention. Is he paying attention? Shoot it with the fucking... Boom! Whole damage! Suck on that! Motherfucker, you gave me that bazooka. How do you feel now? How do you feel now, motherfucker? You gave me that bazooka 20 minutes ago, and I'm shooting the shit out of your Sherman. Kind of. I don't know. I've missed 2 out of 3 times that I've fired. That's because Benjamin Altman not only is a fucking... He's missed 3 out of 4 times. Not only is a fucking tank crewman who doesn't know how to work this, but presumably the Germans don't know how the bazooka... Oh, look at that! That was explodey! That's good shit. Getting drunk, I have to say, increases the quality of these replays. Go find some whiskey, everybody. I was drinking Trader Joe's whiskey. It's good whiskey, I think, for the price. It was $10, I think, for a really big bottle. Maybe 20? Might have been 10, might have been 20. I bought it a while ago, opened it. Not gonna... Anyways, my ally immediately gets his tank. What's he telling me to hold? Hold for what? Hold the points I own? Okay, I can do that. We're fighting the enemy. They're the AI is one of the enemies, but they have 25 points versus our 15, so we're actually... not so great. Whatever. This guy's name is Max Salts. Maximum salts. Put all the salt in your food. That's the thing you can do in Crusader Kings 2. How do I know that? Do I own the game? No. Am I gonna maybe buy it in the Indie Gala, which is expiring in like a day? Maybe. Crusader... I don't have time to play video games. I don't even have time to fucking record my voice over video games I've already played, okay? I have... Let me switch to my Explorer. I have 2 other games I need to record commentary for in addition to this. I I haven't done it. Why? Because I don't have any fucking time to do any of this bullshit. I don't have any time to play video games. It's a travesty. It's because I don't have a normal person job, like 50 hours a week. It's because I do research, so it takes all my time. But whatever. I think the Sherman just killed one of my allies' tanks. This is a mess. I'm throwing a grenade at somebody, still holding on to the middle, so this is working out pretty well for me. That was, by the way, still the opponent who's a human being. The opponent who dropped looks like this guy on my ally's side. So honestly, my ally's a fucking slacker. Should really be taking that point on the left away from the AI. I'm sure you can handle that. Look, I repaired the M20. One of the wheels is broken, though. I don't know what that does. Assault squad, like in Men of War, obviously, you can damage the wheels on a like truck or a half truck. I don't know, but like I don't know what that does. If you take out all the wheels, I guess it can't drive, or maybe it can drive, but they're all flat. Does taking out a wheel just mean a flat tire? Does taking out a wheel mean the wheel disappears? I don't know. This is one of those mysteries of life. Like, what's the sound of one hand masturbating or something? Like, it's one of these things we're never gonna know. Except maybe you could test it out. Do some wheel experiments. I feel like in the course of the many years I've been making Men of War videos and video game videos, I've been like, hey, you can test a thing and figure out what it does, and then you can tell me on YouTube, and nobody's ever fucking done that. So I'm just going to stop saying it. You know what? Don't test what happens when you take a wheel out of a vehicle. I don't give a fuck. You know, you kill a wheel on a vehicle, nothing happens. It just shows up on red in the bottom left. Maybe the vehicle's slower. Some shit like that. This tiger my ally bought like 20 minutes ago, he's finally getting it into the fight. I'm not sure why he's using it against the enemy human being who has a chance of killing the tiger rather than the enemy artificial intelligence, which probably doesn't even know what the fuck a tiger is. It probably thinks it's like a lion or something, like some sort of animal with stripes. Look, there's Panzerfausts on the dead guy. Let's pick those up. Did I pick those up? I should have picked those up. Panzer Grenadiers. Ooh, that's good shit. Yeah, pick that shit up. Pick that shit up. Take those med packs. Take that SMG ammo, those grenades. Oh yeah, turn your Panzer... Oh, actually that's my dead Panzer Grenadier. Whatever, always scavenge. As, what's he doing with his armored car? Now he's pulling back, that's good. Oh shit, it's a tank! What the fuck? What the fuck, it's a tank? The fuck are you gonna do? Get the fuck out of here! We're all gonna fucking die! Main gun destroyed, hull destroyed. Okay, he's dead. Sherman 76W. So now, I'm like, hey, I got a Panzerfaust. Maybe I can get my Panzer Grenadier, Peter Lange, whatever the fuck his name is. Maybe I can get him close enough to kill, is what I suspect I was thinking. I actually don't know, because this was recorded back in the Stone Age, so I don't know what's going on. I like how at nighttime all the vehicles turn on their lights, by the way. That's a really nice touch. That's the sort of thing that Men of War does that not a lot of video games do, which is why the Sherman just got, or the Tiger just got fucked. This is the thing. This map funnels people into choke points. Oh wow, the Tiger's still alive, and it killed the Sherman. So this map, I don't know. I don't know, guys. What do you think about the map? Post in the comment section. What do you think about the Canyon 2v2 map? Or 1v1, I'm sure you can play that too. What do you think about this map? I've already tipped my hat. I'm not a huge fan. Okay, so I only tip my hat in one direction, right? I've only tipped it to the sides to say that I don't like how you can't flank around the sides. The other weird thing about the Canyon map is some of the huge jutting rock structures. I don't know. It's not as natural as like hills and stuff. I prefer more natural cover like buildings or hills than like massive rocks. Like a building you can collapse and it's like dynamic, right? If someone's hiding behind a building, you can shoot through the building, you can put people in the building, you can level the building, you can set the building on fire. And by the way, I set off the fire alarm earlier today. I was cooking some rice, but rice is the easiest thing to cook. I don't understand why rice cookers exist, because rice is so easy to cook, but I fucked up today. It wasn't because I was drunk. I wasn't drunk yet, but I just turned the heat up fully on the stove and forgot to turn it down, and the rice burnt and set off the fire alarm. So you can set buildings on fire in Men of War, because World War II fire alarms didn't exist. The only fire alarm that existed back in World War II was like, I don't know, the baby or something would start crying if the house is on fire. It's like, oh shit, the baby's crying. Better check out what's happening. And you go to the baby's room and like all the curtains are on fire, and you're like, oh, well, thanks baby. Thanks for crying. Also, chickens would cry, probably. Not cry. They would go like, chicken, what noise do chickens make? They gobble. No, they don't gobble. That's turkeys. Chickens cluck. They'd be like, cluck, cluck, cluck. Cluck, cluck, cluck if shit's on fire. Hey, chickens actually cluck in this video game. Have you ever noticed if you like drive near chickens in Men of War or pick up a chicken or something, it's gonna cluck the fuck out of things. It's just gonna fucking cluck over and over. Like, god damn, this game is so good. Not just because I love chickens, I love birds generally. If you look at my YouTube channel, what's my avatar? It's a pigeon. I also run a pigeon Tumblr, peristeronicpics.tumblr.com. Check that shit out. Pictures of pigeons daily. Only the top quality pigeon pictures. That's Peristeronic, P-E-R-I-S-T-O-N-I-A-C. That stands for of or relating to pigeons. It doesn't stand for it. It means it. You can tell I'm drunk. What was I talking? Oh yeah, no fire alarms in World War II, but you can set buildings on fire. So generally buildings are just more dynamic shock blockers than just a big fucking rock, which doesn't really make sense. I don't know. I guess there are like geological formations in the world such that rocks jut out from the ground and stuff. But I don't know, it feels kind of weird. Like in World War II, did anybody ever fight in a place that looked like this? Like, do you think really anything looked like this in World War II? Does this look like Europe to you? Be honest with me. Am I Panzerfausting this tank? Boom! Sherman is dead. Ha! Suck on that. That's a Panzerfaust. That's what happens when you mess with Panzer Grenadier Peter Lang. Badass extraordinaire. And now he's also damaged the turret and the main gun, so it's going to take them like 20 years to repair it. And now hide behind the scout car, Peter. Hide. Hide, you little man. Oh, this guy's name is Ingemar Hammer. That's badass. Ingemar Hammer, man. If he's promoted to a captain, he'd be Captain Hammer. Maybe he is a captain. Do captains exist in the German military? I don't know. But so, I would like the record to show that on the right, I'm managing to push forward and take this thing from a human. To be fair, I'm getting help from my ally, but this is not versus the AI. Meanwhile, my ally has not taken the thing on the left, so that I think is a grave mistake. Look at these two Shermans. This guy really likes his Sherman 76W. That was bad. I just got two Panzer Grenadiers killed by moving them straight up. I feel like when people go into cover behind a sandbag or behind anything, they have like a moment where they are like, I am in cover. And while they do that, they don't get out their gun. And then once they're in cover, they start shooting. But they're like, first they have to be, I am in cover. And that's the time when they're vulnerable. Anyways, I should be killing these Sherman 76s that my opponent loves so much. But first I need to dispense with the infantry who's repairing it, I think? Or no, I'm trying to dispense with the infantry over there. Check out where my grenades are going. Use this as information. Intuit the thing. So I should really honestly be stealing a dynamite and killing these Shermans. Maybe I'm imagining that I'll steal them someday, but that's never gonna happen. Wow, my opponent just double grenaded Martin Cullen, but that didn't work and then he got killed. So now that did work. This is brutal, guys. This is just ugly. It's me versus the enemy. My ally's not really helping, so don't be like, Tycho, when the enemy's dropped, so you're a wiener. Because I'm fighting a bona fide, honest-to-God, human being, flesh and blood, probably has genitals, all sorts of amazing human being. What is that? Why did my ally buy a Goliath? If you can tell me that, I will give you a prize. Why did I say that? I'm not going to give you a prize. That was a lie. I try not to lie because I think it's immoral. I have a very strong anti-lying streak, which I think was cultivated by my parents. My parents definitely don't like lying either. It's not like they're like sort of like, they're not Immanuel Kant or something. They're not like, oh my god, if someone lies, they're like the worst person in the world. It's just like, you know, it's a thing they do. They don't lie to people. So it's a thing I do. Well, I think even independently of my parents, I'm not like some drone that just follows what my parents say. There's all sorts of things my parents do that I don't. Whatever. There's the tiny tank. I feel like I can Panzerfaust it with Rupert Bader here. Bader being one half the Bader-Meinhof complex or something. That's a thing, isn't it? Anyways, fuck you, Stuart. I just destroyed your hull. The power of the Panzerfaust. One use, one kill. Like a condom. I don't know what the fuck I'm saying. Maybe casting drunk is not the best thing. I call this a shoutcast. It's casting, like, I'm borrowing terms. I don't know. Shoutcast is maybe not a popular term in the Men of War circles. Maybe they're called just videos with commentary. Whatever. We have 50 points. The opponent has 25, so we're winning. This is helped largely by the fact that one of our opponents dropped. This guy's name is Karsten Stock. I didn't know Karsten was a German first name or Stock was a German last name. That's a thing I've just learned just now. If you know somebody named Karsten, send me $5 through PayPal. Just 'cause. I'm not saying you have to, I'm just saying you should. In fact, anybody, send me money. I'm not gonna get mad. I promise. Why would you think I would get mad? I won't get mad. I set up some sandbags to look over the middle. It's a risk-reward thing, or maybe not risk-reward, it's a how much benefit do you want when you set up these sandbags. You can set the sandbags up closer to where you spawn, and that'll be higher up on the hill, right? Because there's an incline sort of going upwards from the moat around the middle to where you spawn. But, so the higher you set up the sandbags, obviously the more of the middle you'll be able to overlook. But the thing is, you're only ever really going to be able to overlook your side of the hill in the middle, like no matter where you set those sandbags up. So honestly, I think setting them up closer is better because that gives you more protection from enemy fire because you're sort of lower down and you're covered more by the hill. You're closer, so you're going to be more accurate when you're fighting, and also if you need to reposition from there into the middle, you can make that happen. This guy's name is Elmar Keller, like Elmer Fudd or whatever from the cartoons. He's throwing some grenades. Some shit's going down. We're taking this point. He's a tank crewman. He's pretty badass. Look at all this stuff on the ground. I'll give him a submachine gun maybe. I don't know. This is chaotic. I'm pretty drunk. I weigh like 130, maybe 135 pounds. So like, it's pretty easy to get me drunk. Oh, and I'm 6 feet tall or whatever. So, yeah, I get drunk like one beer, I can feel that beer, man. So I had whiskey, like 2 fingers of whiskey. I don't know. Is finger a measurement of whiskey? Finger's definitely a measurement of fingers. I was teaching Descartes today because I'm a grad student, and one of my classes I was like, how do you know you have fingers? And they were like, I don't know. They weren't very talkative. People tend not to be very talkative except when you get lucky or something. I don't know. It's tough to make people talk in school. You ever been to college? I don't know. Did you ever talk? Sometimes, like, people like talking. Mostly people don't like talking. It's like pulling teeth. Except the expression pulling teeth suggests that it is tough. But honestly, I feel like pulling teeth is pretty easy. Just pull the fucking teeth. Like, what the expression's trying to... Look, I'm taking the helmet. What the expression's trying to capture is that it's, like, difficult and that people will resist. But honestly, if you're in a position to be, like, literally pulling teeth out of somebody, like, they probably trust you enough that, like, it's not that hard to pull the teeth out. Or you're just fucking torturing them, which I don't even want to think about. That's just, like, horrible shit. But, like, if you're, like, a dentist and you're like, yeah, I'm gonna pull some teeth out. Like, the idea of, like, pulling teeth as describing something hard... Like, that's not right. You're a dentist. You can just do it. Like, just pull the fucking... Oh, by the way, this red smoke. Artillery coming in. That means the opponent has somehow, I guess, managed to throw one of those artillery markers. What's funny to me about this is that there's nothing there, so... that's just one of those lessons. The thing about Men of War is always scout. Always try and have some idea of what's going on. There's some nice waterfalls on this map I never really noticed. Always try and have some idea of what's going on, because otherwise you end up calling in artillery on literally nothing. They destroyed one of the chassis of the tanks, but that doesn't really matter. We're at 70 points now, 69, but I won't refer to the number 69 because that's a dirty number. It's ticked up to 70 now, so we're good versus our opponent's 25. So thankfully, thanks to our opponent dropping, it looks like we're going to be able to win this one. Had the opponent not dropped, I don't know how well we'd be doing. I gotta say, I'm not super impressed with my allies' decision-making skills and potentially with my allies' powers or skills, abilities, whatever. I'm too drunk. But really, as soon as the enemy dropped, I feel like my ally should have tried to capture the point on the left. That should be basically easy. And my ally has also lost a lot of tanks, I feel like, is the thing that's been going on in this video game so far. If you're with me, then you're with me. Do you agree? But as long as I'm casting aspersions and also reading the name of my sniper, Leonard Leonhard Knopf in the bottom left, but now I'm clicked on Renee Scherer. Anyways, as long as I'm casting aspersions, I should point out I haven't, did I buy a veteran tiger? Did I repair a veteran tiger? Is that my... That's got to be my allies veteran tiger, because I was about to say I haven't spent any hero points. I need to enunciate. I'm too drunk. I need to make sure I'm saying the words that I wish to be saying to you. I haven't spent any hero points on my stuff, so that's got to be my allies veteran tiger, which I've been trying to repair, I guess. It's getting fucked up. The crew's getting injured, maybe from the AT gun. I don't actually think so. I think the crew's getting injured from the Sherman shooting at it. The AT gun is just keeping people from getting inside it and recruiting it. I don't know. That's some sweet armor, but... I'm yawning. I apologize. What did I... I'm not buying anything. This guy's name is Rene Scherer. Rene. No, not French. Except I heard the le in place of the R, like the weird R that French people use. I heard that came from being occupied by the Germans in World War II. I feel like that sounds kind of weird. Like, you know, if you think of French people as saying like, I am recording... I don't know. No, that was not a French accent. Anyways, so the weird R is definitely in the German accent, but it just sounds weird to think of that as like just showing up from World War II occupation. I don't know. Any linguists, post why the French R sounds weird. Was it because Germans showed up and the Germans have a weird R in World War II, or was it from some other reason? My ally losing another thing, but taking the point on the left, so that's good, especially because I'm losing the point in the middle. Also, I feel like I've been doing the bulk of the work securing the middle point this game. I just want to point that out, just so that people think I'm amazing, and, you know, send me money through PayPal is what I really want. That's my end goal, really, in life, is to get people to send me money. It doesn't have to be PayPal, you can use whatever you want. I had a Swerve account, which was American Express's answer to PayPal, which I was pretty happy about because PayPal is straight up evil. But then they instituted a monthly fee on Swerve, I think, so I quit my account. Or at least I tried to quit. I hit the cancel button, but they keep sending me emails. If they start charging me money, I guess I'll know. That was dynamite I threw, but I wasn't paying enough attention when I threw it, so it just landed like in the middle of nowhere. Pretty impressive explosion, though. Dynamite. Good shit. Don't snort it, though. That's not what I mean by good shit. Speaking of drugs, you ever seen Breaking Bad? I haven't. I hear it's a good television show. This conversational style is suboptimal when I'm just talking to nobody. But my ally took this point on the left. Yay! Clap for my ally. I'm sure you heard that. This microphone picks up all sorts of stuff. People are like, somebody suggested using a low-pass filter to filter out the noise of my keyboard. It's a good idea. Not necessary on Men of War videos, because I'm not using the keyboard, because it's been recorded. My ally just killed his own people or something. Exploded his own tank. Whatever. So if you suggest that, I like you. Marius Puttkammer. Does Puttkammer stand for butt camera? I bet it doesn't, but, you know, Germany has weird pornography, I guess, so maybe they have butt cameras, too. Is that my ally? That's gotta be my ally's Goliath. I feel like I haven't bought a Goliath ever. And this is, like, the most ironic thing in the world, the Goliath not exploding. I'm just, like, looking at I'm like, Jesus, explode, please, please. But no, it's not happening. You know what else isn't happening? Peace in the Middle East. Thanks to Israel. I mean... It's not entirely their fault, but it's mostly their fault. They should have just hang out in Alaska, like in that Michael Chabon book. The Yiddish Detective Policeman's Unit? The Yiddish Policeman's Union? I don't know, Google that shit. It's a good book. It's got a nice cover, too. At least the hardcover is pretty. It's got, like, Native American stuff, which is good stuff. So we're at 94 points. Looks like we're gonna win. Had our opponent not dropped, things might have been worse. My throat is starting to hurt. Is it the whiskey? Is it the talking? Is it this guy's name, Uda Schulman? I didn't know Uda was a name. I especially didn't know it was a dude's name. Maybe it's unisex. I feel like women are named Uda or Yuda. Maybe Yuda is different from Uda. This guy's name is Dominic with a K at the end. This guy's name is Vendel Bauman. Oh yeah, he's bombing. Bombing like a ramen. Oh shit, they repaired the thing. Blow it the fuck up. Boom! Ha! Suck on that, motherfucker. That's what you get for repairing a thing. So that's exciting. I hope you enjoyed watching this video. I've been drunk. I apologize for not making more videos. But my life is difficult. I can't become a professional YouTuber because number one, I make videos for niche games. Number two, my voice sounds like shit. So I'm sorry, I can't put out videos as much as I'd like to put out videos. And that Maxon AA gun has survived the entire match, which I'm going to be honest is super impressive. So kudos to my opponents, Joshua, Astray, and whoever the fuck. Bye for that.